Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we explore the wonderful worlds of our favorite stories. Today, we're taking a trip to a place filled with little blue creatures, mushroom houses, and a whole lot of heart. That's right, we're heading deep into the forest to visit the magical Smurf village. Now, life in Smurf village is usually pretty smurfy. The Smurfs are a happy bunch, always busy with their own little jobs, whether it's baking, building, or writing poetry. Leading them all is the wise and kind Papa Smurf, with his big red hat and a spell for every situation. But one sunny morning, something happened that would test the very heart of their community. Papa Smurf, while on one of his routine walks through the enchanted forest to gather herbs, stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. Hidden in a sun-dappled clearing he had never seen before, stood a tree unlike any other. Its leaves shimmered with a metallic glint, and hanging from its branches weren't apples or pears, but something far more astonishing. Sparkling solid gold coins. Imagine the sight. Each coin gleamed in the sunlight, tinkling softly in the breeze like tiny bells. Papa Smurf, his eyes wide with amazement, knew this was a discovery that could change everything for the Smurfs. He hurried back to the village, his mind racing. He gathered all the little Smurfs together, his voice filled with a mix of excitement and caution. "My little Smurfs," he announced, "I have found something incredible, a tree that grows money." Well, you can imagine the reaction. The village erupted in a chorus of excited oohs and ahs. Brainy Smurf adjusted his glasses, already calculating the possibilities. Greedy Smurf started dreaming of an endless supply of Smurfberry cakes. Vanity Smurf pictured a mirror made of pure polished gold. The news spread like wildfire, and soon the entire village was buzzing with a golden fever. Led by Papa Smurf, they all trooped into the forest to see this marvel for themselves. And there it was, just as he had described. The money tree, a beacon of unbelievable wealth right in their backyard. The temptation was too great to resist. One by one, the Smurfs rushed forward, reaching up to pluck the shiny coins from the branches. Hefty Smurf used his strength to shake the trunk, hoping to create a shower of gold. Clumsy Smurf, of course, tripped and fell right into a pile of coins, emerging with a surprised but happy look on his face. They gathered the coins in baskets, hats, and anything else they could find. It seemed like their days of hard work were over. They were rich. But as the day wore on, they noticed something strange. The more coins they took, the more the tree seemed to wilt. Its vibrant, shimmery leaves began to droop, and the beautiful golden glow started to fade. The branches that were once heavy with treasure now looked bare and sad. The Smurfs who had grabbed the most coins found that the branches they touched turned brittle and dry. Soon, the tree stopped producing coins altogether. It just stood there, looking tired and depleted. The Smurfs were confused. The initial joy of their newfound wealth was quickly replaced by disappointment and worry. Why had the magic stopped? Papa Smurf, who had been observing quietly from the sidelines, gathered them around the weary tree. He had a theory. He noticed that the only parts of the tree that still looked healthy were the branches that no one had touched. He explained that this wasn't just any tree. It was a magical being, and like all living things, it needed care and respect. "My little Smurfs," he said, his voice gentle but firm, "we have been treating this tree like a machine, something to take from without giving anything back. We've been driven by greed, and our greed has hurt it." The Smurfs looked at each other, their faces filled with shame. They realized Papa Smurf was right. They had only thought about what they could get from the tree, not what the tree might need from them. A thoughtful silence fell over the clearing. Then Smurfette, always attuned to the beauty of nature, had an idea. "Papa Smurf," she said softly, "what if we give something back to the tree? What if we show it that we care?" The idea resonated with everyone. Instead of taking, what if they started giving? Brainy Smurf suggested they study the soil to see what nutrients it might need. Farmer Smurf offered to bring his best fertilizer. But it was Smurfette's simple, heartfelt idea that won everyone over. Let's plant flowers around it, she proposed. And let's water it and sing to it just like we do with the flowers in our gardens. So that's exactly what they did. They put away their empty baskets and picked up gardening tools. They carefully dug the soil around the tree's roots and planted the most beautiful flowers from their village: bright red Smurf roses, cheerful yellow Smurf dandelions, and fragrant purple Smurf violets. They worked together, their earlier frenzy replaced by a calm, shared purpose. They brought buckets of fresh, clear water from the river Smurf and gently watered the tree's roots. As they worked, they sang their cheerful Smurf songs, their voices filling the forest with harmony and joy. They weren't thinking about gold coins anymore. They were focused on healing the beautiful tree they had almost destroyed. They tended to the tree day after day. They weeded the flower beds, made sure it got enough water, and protected it from pests. They treated it not as a source of wealth, but as a cherished member of their forest community. And then, one morning, the magic returned. But it was different this time. As the first rays of sun hit the clearing, the tree began to glow again, brighter and more beautiful than ever before. Its leaves shimmered and new gold coins began to sprout from its branches, gleaming like drops of morning dew. But the Smurfs didn't rush to grab them. They stood back, watching in awe and wonder. They had learned their lesson. This time, Papa Smurf approached the tree alone. He gently touched a leaf and whispered a thank you. He took only a single coin, just enough to show the tree their needs were modest. From that day forward, the money tree became a symbol of something much more valuable than gold. It became a symbol of generosity, cooperation, and the importance of giving back. The Smurfs decided that the tree's bounty would not be for any one Smurf's personal gain. Instead, it would belong to the entire village. They established a new rule. Whenever the village had a real need, a new bridge to build, repairs for the dam, or special ingredients for a potion to heal a sick Smurf, they would go to the tree together. They would sing their songs, tend to the flowers, and then, and only then, would they respectfully take just enough coins to meet that specific need. The tree thrived under their loving care, always providing for them when they needed it most. It taught the Smurfs a profound lesson, that true wealth isn't about how much you can accumulate for yourself, but about what you can share with your community. It's found in working together, caring for the world around you, and understanding that giving is just as important, if not more so, than receiving. And so deep in the enchanted forest, the money tree and the Smurf village flourished together, a perfect harmony of nature and community, proving that the greatest treasures in life aren't made of gold but of love, kindness, and cooperation. What a wonderful story, right? It really makes you think about what's truly valuable. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Smurf Village today. What's your favorite lesson from the Smurfs? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more magical adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.